to throw it to you first. It's not an official topic, but I wanted to. If anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. That was my teenage years. I'm an '80s baby, so they say that when you're a teenager and that's where your brain is when your brain is developing your teenage years. That's usually the music that you're listening to and the movies that you're watching. Those are the ones that make the biggest impact on you. That's the music you're going to go back to and default to when you're like, you damn kids don't know what real music is. Well, for me, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony. I wasn't all that growing up into rap. My mom made me listen to Sunny 99.1, soft rock all the time. So when I became a rap fan, go more into rap, I was like Snoop Dogg, things like. But when I heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I don't even know why it's not displaying on here. What's going on with the lower third? What's going on here? Why is this not on? What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that later. But why is Bone not playing anymore? But because it's not looping. That's why. But when I heard Bone Thugs and Harmony for the first time, it was just one of those things that captured me. So there was news that one of the members, Krayzie Bone, who is my favorite member, is in the ICU. Babe, you know a little bit more about this situation, what he's going through being in the medical field. What's the situation again with it?
It was kind of all over social media Monday, I think,
mm-hmm.
Monday or Tuesday, saying that he was, hanging on barely, that he was multiple surgeries, he was having internal bleeding from like a leaky artery, and that they were having trouble getting it stopped, and he was on a ventilator,
mm-hmm.
And that he was, it was very critical.
Like from his lungs or something like that,
yes.
Right? Okay.
I think he has an autoimmune condition called sarcoidosis.
Okay.
It forms like little granuloma. It was like little tumors, little growths, we'll say. I don't know how long he's had it because I don't follow them. I don't.
Right.
His brother-in-law, Krayzie Bone, made an announcement today, very similar along the lines of the Jamie Foxx thing. Like, look, yes, he's in the hospital, and we don't want to talk about it. Stop spreading rumors. Stop putting stuff out there. Y'all are just clickbaiting into things. When we want to speak on it, we'll speak on it. Respect our privacy.
Right.
We appreciate everybody being supportive, but
yeah,
that's all we want to talk about.
So pretty much try to stop them from jumping to conclusions. That's good to when comparing it to the Jamie Foxx situation, because a lot of people jump to crazy conclusions with that. So
he's not even wanting to acknowledge any of the He's like, y'all are clickbaiting into stuff. We don't want to talk on it. We're just going to leave it at that. Yes, he's in the hospital. When we want to talk about it, we will talk about it.
Well, since, like I said, he's one of my favorite artists growing up. So just for me personally, for me, I just wanted to, I'm going to give a quick rundown of what I wrote down as my top 10 favorite songs or verses from the artist Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony, the greatest rap group of all time. By the way, the only rap group to have collaborated with Tupac and Biggie before they died. The only rap group in the world to get both of those collaborations. That's right. History books, guys. God, we need to. That's why burning books is bad. Kids got to learn your history. All right. Here's my top, real quick. Here's my top 10. I'm gonna start with an honorable mention. I just had to do it. I'm sorry. This is an honorable mention. This is not a part of it officially, but honorable mention is a song that's called "It's All Real" on their third album, The Art of War. It was his first, they did all the members of the groups did their own solo songs, and that was his song. I appreciated that song because it was the message behind it, the subtleness of it, and the way it was just one of those songs that I could just sing in front of my mother, and that she wouldn't get mad at me for saying like murder and stuff like that. So I appreciated him for doing a slow R&B-ish kind of a song, but it was a very nice song that I sung way too many times. But officially, starting at my number 10, is a song called "We Starvin'," featuring the rapper E40 and Gangsta Boo. I haven't said that name in years. From his official solo album, Thug Mentality. The message behind this song was that we starve as we chase the paper. Pretty much, if you don't work, if you don't put yourself out there and do what you have to do in life, you're not going to make it in this world. So one of the lines that always stuck to me was, if you can't pay for your life, you're going to vanish. So that was that song. It hit me real hard when I was young, because I was like, yeah, got to get out there and hustle. Stop being a deadbeat. And then, but now my wife is like, well, then how come you never cut the grass anymore, Chris? So I didn't listen. But at number 9, Take Your Time, on the first Mo Thug Family Scriptures album. That was the first time I ever heard one of these members of Bone Thugs and Harmony doing an R&B song. And of course, Krayzie Bone crushed it. I didn't even think that they were into doing songs like that, and he was the first one out of the group to do it. So Take Your Time, I forgot the name of the group that he sung with, but I still remember the video. One of the messages from it was, I never spit game, I always shoot real. That's right, kids. Learn from your local rappers. At number 8, Ghetto Cowboy, Bone Thugs and Harmony doing a Western music video. And the whole, the hook was, I think from you better count your, who sings that song? You know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Who is that?
Kenny Rogers.
Is that Kenny Rogers?
I think so.
I know
what song
and that's what the hook was. That's what the song was featured on. It was "You better count your money." So that was one of my favorite songs coming up. At number 7, "Shoot 'Em Up" was on the Great White Hype soundtrack. One of the best verses I've ever heard in my life was Krayzie's verse on that one. I won't get it. I'm trying to fight the urge to sing, and I know everybody's gonna be like, "Shut the hell up," but I'm just trying to fight the urge. Now, one of the songs that my mother hated me for, number 6, Mo Murder. Mo Murda. 1999, East 99, Mo Murda was one of those slowed down, chopped and screwed hooks, where the guy just repeatedly, Mo Murder, Mo Murder. I said I wasn't going to sing, but I did it anyway, my bad. But the way he started that song, that was one of the best songs I ever heard in my life. I destroyed that CD listening to that. Number 5, Thug Love, featuring Tupac from The Art of War. One of everybody's most, people to this day, this is argued if that's not the best song by Bone Thugs and Harmony, but it's not. I love that song. I like Tupac's, even though his style wasn't similar with Bone Thugs. They rap fast. He rapped, like slow, but he made it work. I didn't think it would work, but it did. It was one of their best songs. But at number 4, I have the one that they did with Notorious B.I.G., Notorious Thugs, because it was a club banger, man. That song just, everybody danced when that song came on. At number 3 is most everyone's favorite. It was, but my number 1 for years, The Crossroads. Everybody, I mean, come on, you know The Crossroads. Everybody knows The Crossroads, even if you're not a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Even Kevin's in the shower going, "I miss my Uncle Charles." Y'all, right, Kev? Right? No? Not happening? No? Okay. All right. I thought I was assuming. But that's usually everybody's go-to Bone Thugs and Harmony song. I have that at number 3. At number 2, I have a song that he did it was featured on Little Jon's album, but featuring Mystical. And Krayzie Bone, I think, everybody agreed that he had the best verse on a song called "I Don't Give a Bleep." But, this isn't a censored show, so it's fuck. But that verse that he gave on that one, it totally killed it. You don't put a person on your album unless you know he's not gonna make you look bad. Luckily, Lil Jon is more of a producer than a rapper. So, I mean, you had 2 of the best to ever do it featuring on your album, Lil Jon. Number 1, my favorite verse from Krayzie Bone comes from the song "It's the First of the Month." He opens up the song with "We're having a wonderful day." And when I remember when the first time I heard that song on the radio, my friend Jason Rodriguez, because he knew I was a big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, I was waiting for that second album to drop. And then when it came up on the radio, he called me over because he recorded it, he played it in front of me. I was sitting in front of his stereo, like just listening to it, and he was just watching me like I was some freak, like what the hell, because I was literally, my face was in front of his stereo, just listening to it. And I rewound, I played it so many times over and over again. I don't know, but that goes down as my favorite of all time. Now this list is just mine. I want to know what if you're a Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, if you're a fan of Krayzie Bone, let me know what your top 10, 5, 20, whatever it is. I could do a top 100 if I wanted to, but that's my top 10. Guys, let me know what yours is in the comments below, or if you're watching live. If you're a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony, let me know what your favorite Krayzie Bone album is. And real quick, before I move on to the next one, he said Method Man also rapped on both Biggie and Tupac albums. Are you sure about that? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the history book shows that Bone Thugs was the only rap group that had featured both those artists before they were killed. But I think you're right about Method Man having both Biggie and Tupac on it. But are we sure that one of those songs weren't after they died? Because from what I remember correctly, Bone Thugs was the only one that had both Biggie and Tupac in the studio live while they were alive. So I'll look into that. But thanks, JR. Guys, have a good one. Be safe out there, and I'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.